and stay focused. Being a creative, you dibble and dabble in different things. I've been a career college student for years. I'm about to finish out my bachelor's degree after being in school for many, many, many years. So I am excited about that, but I would have definitely, done it quicker. And if I didn't have the funds, I probably wouldn't have started off with a 4-year university. I would start off with a community college first. It's cheaper, and you can convert those, to a 4-year university. So I would definitely do
Hey yo, G Dash, boy, take your hat off. Fine. This week on Hats Off with G Dash Jones. Hey, you were watching Hats Off with your boy G Dash Jones. Woo! Y'all know. See, right now, just so y'all know, this is Tanksley. That's a fact. If y'all don't know about Tanksley, don't look him up. Ooh, he getting the vibes together. Now tonight, my guest is. Hold on. And see, y'all don't understand. I'm gonna tell y'all again. That opening song goes by the name of a gentleman by the name of Tanksley. Oh, yes, getting your souls together, set the vibes up just right with that one. Oh, man. Now, tonight's guest, okay, she goes by the name of Blue Tulip, a.k.a. Shana Shayne, a.k.a. The Travel Morena. That's a fact. When I say now, the Travel Morena, she done been in business for 10 of them things. 10 of them things. Yes. Managing the travel world. She got her own comic book. What? Yeah, she has her own comic book, y'all. I ain't playing with you. I'm just letting y'all know. Listen, got all the things cooking today. All right, and we gonna talk about it. Her own comic book. She got a show coming out up live with the Vogue. Boom. Right, we're gonna chop it up about that. And celebrated her 10th anniversary. And today, apparently, she is the ringleader. That's what they told me.
What up?
How you?
I am well, and yourself?
Listen, I'm phenomenal. I'm not as good as you. I ain't been a ringleader in years. Okay.
Is this appropriate for your live, or do I need to cover up?
As long as you don't open up, you fine. This is Hats On with G Dash Jones. What's good with you? By the way, she has her own show called What's Your Story? Right? Where she gets our stories. Listen, she gets our story. So we're gonna talk about that. It's actually, hold on, and I wasn't gonna start off this way, but you know what? Because I played Tanksley, right? By the way, that song is called Open the Night by Tanksley. But then if you go to Blue Tulip, right? She is an R&B singer as well. And she got a new song called Go Kiwi. I'm just gonna let it play in the background. Y'all do what y'all want with those songs, but I'm gonna tell you right now. Okay, here's advice. Okay, you gonna listen to Gold Kiwi and Opening Night back to back, but don't listen to them alone. Don't listen to them alone. I'm trying to tell you, Gold Kiwi by Blue Tulip and Opening Night by Tanksley. Woo! Listen, I'm just trying to let you know how to get yourself together. I haven't personally been able to use those situations, but I know that it's work. I got a feeling it just going chef's kiss. All right, so
what up?
Listen, I listen to music all the time. Absolutely, I'm a music lover. All right, now with that said, so we're gonna get into all the things that kind of go into Blue Tulip's career. As a business owner, again, a 10-year business owner. She's not new to this. True to
8
this.
years.
Also,
but it's almost there.
Yeah, there we go. We're gonna talk about it. We're gonna talk about the anniversary situation. We're gonna talk about the album, the music, the live performance coming out, the new single that's dropping, the video that's popping, bing, bing, bong, right? All of that. As a performer artist, she even put the paintbrush to it. Yeah, then did a little bit of everything. But first, okay, so I start off all my shows, right? Now I start off the show and I say things. I update your calendar with. I have a list of local events. Okay, list of local, some virtual, some things that's staying. All right. So what I'm gonna ask you is there anything that you want me to make sure is added on to this list? See, I have a list of different events and what's popping. Is there anything you want me to make sure that I mention?
Yes, so I am doing an R&B live stream from a treetop studio. That will be November 19th. It's going to be Blue Tulip Artistry and the band. And it's just going to be all my music. So you're going to get to hear all the different elements of my sound. And hopefully I'll gain a little more fans there. It'll be live streamed on YouTube.
Live stream on YouTube. It's the treetop. It's gonna be the treetop live stream with Blue Tulip right there, and the band. And you got it's so synthesis. Right?
Yeah, so
Okay.
synthesis. Shout out.
Yeah,
Woo-hoo.
I gotta shout out Soul Synthesis, one of my people. That's tell you his true story. Y'all don't know how they get down. Listen, wow. And can people come to watch that at the Treetop Cafe? Is that like a live?
So we're going to limit the guests that are actually there to the people involved, but everybody has access to view the live stream. I am an artist, so I am asking if you would like to donate, towards the artistry, the band. If you want to, just donate. Hey, we like what you're doing. We appreciate that as well, but it is a free event.
Okay, okay. We cooking. All right, live at the Treetop. Mm.
Look like somebody said they want to be a backup drummer.
Listen. Don't I'm not playing with Pyro today. I'm not playing with Pyro. He is a drummer. He DJs. He do all type of stuff. But he's not here. We're not playing with him.
Okay.
Anyway, bless the children.
Lord.
All right. With that said, so now I do need your help. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So now when I say I need to, so here's how this is going to work. Okay. When I say, can I update your calendar? I need you to say yes, you can. Can you do that for me?
I sure can.
All right, now you're gonna have to use all the rhythm you got in your nation for this. Don't do me like that. Don't do me like that. All right, can I update your calendar?
Yes, you can.
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 I'm thinking, here's what I need you to do. Tomorrow is the Poetic Live Connection tour on the Art Loop. That's going to be me and Grelo. We're going to show you how to move through. Stop at the Dell Contemporary at 545. That's when we're going to drive through. Might even see 1994 at MKT. Elize going to be doing what she do. Okay, the next move, Middletown Art Loop. That's what Saturday is for. These are some artists that you just can't ignore. I'm trying to give you something for your spirit just to adore. Okay, what you want me to say? Even when it comes to Monday, you can get online with spoken word. What? That's Tizzy May. The Poetry Click will probably be there talking real slick. That's just how it's supposed to get. So tune into this. Oh, but before your spirit even starts to hurt, you going to come Wednesday? Delaware Music Network? Yes, that's the open mic. And you know what that's going to be like. Songbird the Goddess, she's the artist of the month to get you right. And please believe, even the Academy for Peace is going to wrap up tomorrow at their week of peace. See, this is just what we need. But I'm not done with you, because live at the Treetop Cafe is Blue Tulip too. Oh, she's going to be singing with Soul Synthesis just for you to get this. You're going to see that live on YouTube, so stream it. Yeah.
Dope. That was dope. Was that off the dome, or did you rehearse that?
You just gave me the joint. What you think I did? You just gave me. Oh.
Nah, that's talent, my brother. That is talent.
I'm trying. I'm making word salad. So again, when I recut this up, I'm going to post that separately just so people can know just the events that's happening. And when I post it, if you got an event happening or anybody knows, I'm going to tell you, put it in the comments, any additional events y'all know pop out. So now, okay. Now, again, got that out the way. Now it's time to have a conversation. See, now she's been on the show before, maybe 1.5 times. Okay, because the second time she was pulled up, and then she was out. She always working somewhere. Again, I'm gonna tell y'all how. Listen, the resume. How many years has been the Travel Morena been rocking?
This year will be our 8-year anniversary.
8-year anniversary. She did a vegan festival. Listen, we'll talk about it. She also Blue Tulip. Blue Tulip going on a year anniversary too with this vibe. Yes. The album, the 2 EPs done dropped. You got singles on singles, moving on, bow performances. We're gonna talk about it. Also, what's your stories on what, season 3, 4?
It might be on 5. About to be on, yeah. I got season 5, episode 1 out.
Man, listen, all the things. We're gonna talk about all the things that go into Blue Tulip, Shana Shayne, Travel Morena, whatever other alias she got, so she don't get caught by the feds. All right, so now, with that said, tell the people a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, so I am a serial entrepreneur. My primary business is the Travel Morena. That's where I arrange travels for groups, singles, couples, whatever you trying to do, you could come see me. Now, don't come see me talking about I want the low trip, I want the low to low. No, I'm a professional. I spend countless hours, doing your reservations. So, yeah, that's number one. I also do work in the schools. I'm not going to say who I work for, but I am a regional manager with them. I am a music artist, R&B. Is what I primarily do. I'm trying to dibble and dabble into other genres, but right now, that is I do soul music. I am also a comic book author, and I am the inspiration behind Blue Tulip, the comic. I gotta remember. I mean, I do so much stuff, but I believe that is like the top things that I do. I do run a podcast. It's called So What's Your Story? And it's about, you giving me your life's perspective, what you want out of life. Do you know your family history, the heritage? And eventually I want to start co-mingling that with people actually going on trips. If I go on a trip or they go on a trip, but they're filming themselves and they're going to go back to the roots of where they came from.
Take it back. Okay, so essentially, people will be taking a trip to wherever, their family lineage or their personal lineage.
Yes, wherever their story takes them.
Okay, I'm here for it. That's dope. All right, listen. Now, let's, before we get into the what's your story, before we get into the Travel Arena, I gotta ask, right? So last year the EP dropped, Indigo, right? Boom. Since then, right, you've had several shows. When you dropped the EP, I don't even know. Had you been on stage before you dropped the EP? Have you performed? Had you performed before then?
No, my very first performance was with Delaware Music Network at the Wilmington Library, and I was so nervous. I had black shades on. I had a whole group of people with me, but I did not sit with them. I sat in a corner by myself. I'm shivering. They like, yo, what's wrong with Shayna? You good? I'm like, chill. I gotta focus. I gotta remember my line. They was like, yo, you gotta chill. But when I got up there, I was like, oh, this is easy. All right, let's do this. So I did get invited to a few more, and I'm actually getting paid to perform. So I guess I could call myself a professional.
So yes, you got. Don't do it like that, because I definitely have given you feedback like a professional. So back like that. Listen, don't make me turn on Laura Hill. I feel like, with that said, okay. But now, since then, right? Since you had your first show, since the music dropped, again, you've had a couple EPs drop now. You've had, like, you're trying to turn out a high clip. Can you tell us about your journey kind of as a creative? What kind of even made you want to be into this space?
You talking about the music
Yeah.
part?
Mm-hmm.
Um, well, I've always enjoyed music as a child. Like, my first song I ever like really was singing and dancing to was Bobby Brown. Every little step I take. Like, I was 1 years old when that came out. But that came about me growing up in elementary school. I would do talent shows. I would always sing, here and there, but it wouldn't be like my primary thing. It was always like left on the back burner because in my mind, I was like, I'm a singer, but I'm not a singer. So, maybe I shouldn't get into this. Maybe I'm wasting my time. But, recently I was like, you know what? Why not? I could sing. I could make some dope, music. People jamming to what I'm singing now. So let's try it. And I got great feedback. So I was like, okay, let me see what we can do with this.
Wow. So then, because you just started off kind of having fun and letting it out now, and then all of a sudden, how did the writing part come about? Because you write your songs too.
I do. I write. Well, at first I was like, man, I'm writing all my stuff. Y'all not about to play me and call
You know
me
you're
out
not a
my
rapper,
name.
right? Like,
Listen,
why you
I
got rapping that? Like, what is you
I
rapping?
can't
Like, what?
listen. I came into it with a rapper's mentality. I was like, they ain't about to say I don't write my own stuff. But when me being, in the studio and around other artists, singers, like it's a good thing when you collaborate with different writers, it enhances. And they were telling me, the mainstream artists that I enjoy, they like, look at their catalog, look at the writers. It's hella writers on there. And I was like, oh, okay. So now I'm about to start dibbling, dabbling, and see who I can work with, where I can mesh with, and try to enhance some of the lyrics to my music.
Okay. Okay. Now, so okay, so you found your voice first, and then you started writing, right? That's kind of the order of it. All right, boom, and then you got on stage. Now, in that time frame, from when you started doing your thing to now, what would you say has kind of changed for you? What have you noticed that was different?
I would say, I mean, I've been more confident. Like at first, if somebody be like, all right, sing on the spot, I'll be like, bruh, you tripping. but but now, like, I'm totally, I don't know, I'm calm. It's like it was made for me to do. I'm ready for the next thing. So right now I did apply for a grant with the Delaware Division of Arts. I'm hoping I get it because it's going to pay for my next studio album, which is going to be Caribbean inspired. So I'm interested to get in that element of music and see what people like about it.
You have a different sound. How do you pick your sound? Like, how do you kind of come up with, like, all right, let me get to this vibe? Like, how does that happen?
I have I have to hear the beat first. Like once I hear a beat and I'm like, oh, that's it. I actually start driving and I'll turn on the voice note and I'll just start humming little melodies. I'm like, oh shoot, I need this. Even though I should be paying attention on the road. So bleep that out if say but that's how I write. I write on the road.
Okay. Okay. So and then you kind of get inspired while you moving through safely, paying attention to make sure that you don't hit nothing. And then okay, you came up with this, how you come up with things like moving on and gold Kiwi. I feel like I know you was driving and having some fun there. Here's my question. Like you be on the road about to drive somewhere fun. You get inspired. Like let me drive. Let me drive the right way to. Okay. Now, but since then, like okay, so like, how do you plan your stage show? What's that like?
How do I play in the stage show?
Yes, because I've been a part of your stage show before. It's a lot. You got a lot going on.
As you can see, I'm hard headed, aren't I?
Very, very.
I mean, as a creative, I don't know. Like, I'll be like, okay, this is my show. I want it this way. Like, I'm the sweetest person on earth. But when it comes to things I do. Like I take it very serious. So if I'm like I'm doing 10 songs and you like, no, Shayna, I think you should do 5. I'm gonna be like, nah, we doing 10 songs. But I gotta get out of that. I gotta get out of that. So I am taking in advice, but it's still my artistry. So, I still gotta get a little bit in there.
But how do you plan it? Like with so in your brain when you are picking the songs or when you pick it, because again, like it's been a couple shows actually, and you don't ever take the advice I give. But like, so what makes you pick the songs that you pick, and how do you kind of figure out that vibe?
I start off mellow. I want to engage with the crowd at first. Then I want to hype them up. Then, I'll do a little 2-step bop, and then we'll bring them back down at the end. And I always thank the fans at the end.
Okay. All right. So you're literally looking for a vibe that block out. I'm with it. See, it's the energy because, and I say that, by the way, for those in the back, when you are picking your show, you should understand the feel that you want the customer, that you want the people to have when they come see you. How do you want them to feel throughout that process? So that's extremely important, kind of in that whole world. So, all right, boom, and what about the videos? Because you got the moving on joint coming out. That's probably about your third video that you can put together outside of the additional features and things like that. How do you kind of figure out what you want your videos to look like?
I don't know. I be going against the grain a lot. Like this moving on video, I've had about 4 different videographers hit me up like, yo, this the vision. Da, 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 da. I'm like, nah, I just want it like this. I want to be on a rooftop. I want these colors in it. I want to and whoever is more close to my vision, I'm like, all right, let's work. Let's see how we work together. Listen, it was yesterday. We filmed Moving On. It was wonderful. It was quick. It was like everything it was magic. It was real magic.
Because you already know what you want the video to look out like in your head first.
Yeah.
Got you. So then you're just kind of connecting. You're not looking at them for them to give you inspiration. You're looking to them to be able to carry out the vision that you already had.
Yes, indeed.
Okay, I'm with you. By the way, if you don't know, you're watching Hats Off with your boy G-Jones, where I, have a conversation with the change makers, get the keys from the gatekeepers. Y'all know what we're doing right here. So, and I did the amazingly incredible Shana Shayne, aka Blue Tulip, aka the Travel Morena. We talk about all the things that she rock out with, as she's also the circus conductor today. So, that's it. All right, now you do a lot. Right now we talked about kind of the live show, the musical performance, but you have this Shana Shayne thing, right? World that I met. That's how I met you, right? But then the travel Morena, again, 8 years in travel management for entities, right? Rocking out, and then also, and by the way, there's also the nonprofit side of what you do, helping people, kind of doing things. By the way, she got a free women's event. They just gonna be shooting paintballs. If you was a female and you've been waiting to just let some off, baka.
For sure.
You put that out. You sure, girl. You didn't have anger since
I forgot about that. Yes.
Can I
shout that out right quick?
Yeah. Let's go for it. Talk about it.
So, February 8th, it's gonna be free on me. We're doing paintballing in the Poconos, and all women are free. The fellas gotta pay, but all women are free. And I want y'all to come rock out with me. Come shoot. Maybe we can do fellas against the ladies. I don't know. But y'all can sign up on thetravelmorena.com. All you got to do is RSVP. Is real quick. Your name, your number, and your age. That's it. Like, it's nothing serious. Everything is free. The paintballs, the instruction, the mask, all that. Everything's free. Just come rock out with your girl. Group trip.
Is that through Travel Morena?
That is through the Travel Morena, yes.
Okay. Now, see. So now I gotta ask these questions because I'm trying to figure it out, right? So, Travel Morena, Shana Shayne, Bluetooth. Is there a difference in how you have to show up in each moment, like as different entities?
Yeah.
And what's that like?
So Blue Tulip is like, you know how Beyonce has the Sasha Fierce? Yeah, that's like my alter ego, Blue Tulip. Shana Shayne, that's my everyday. Yo, what up? A lot of people don't know, like I'm more of a tomboy. Like I grew up being a tomboy with the Iversons on. You know.
Yeah, we can
That's
tell. Look at you.
that's me at heart. I mean, you know, right now I'm a little cute right now, but that's not really me. I'm real down to earth, real chill. That's Shana Shayne. When you see me around, you'll see a lot of people say, "Yo, Shana Shayne, what up?" You know, I'm cool. But what was the other one? The Travel Morena. That's business. I'm all the way business with that. Very professional. Everything's travel on that end.
Is it hard to be able to switch gears? Yeah, as much.
It's not hard for me to change gears. With some people who knows me, it might be hard for them when I change gears. They like, yo, how much for this? I'm like, well, that's my Travel Morena hat. Right now, I'm Shana Shayne. My business hours are Monday through Friday. You know, so for me, no, but for other people, yes.
Okay, but that's important to know. So when you're when you're out in about to perform in Blue Tulip vibes, you don't really kind of cross mix the moments.
Mm-mm, not at all.
Why not?
I mean, it would be great for me to do, huh?
It depends on if you can or not. I don't know how much.
I mean, I would say I don't have the capacity. I'm one person, so I do try to focus on the craft at hand. Whatever I got going on, I'm fully in that mode right there.
Absolutely. Okay. So you try to keep it all separated so things don't get too confusing or it don't feel too overwhelming. Does it ever does it ever get overwhelming doing so much? Jeez.
Sometimes, but recently I've been, backing away from certain things. I'm like, all right, I can say no to this. This is cool. This is within my time frame. I could do this. I pick what I do wisely, so it's more manageable for me, right?
How do you kind of pick and choose what where you want to be at and what you want to get into?
I go with the moment. Like I'm a spirit of moment, creative. If it makes more sense money wise, or even if it doesn't involve money, if it's a community event that makes sense for my brand and I can offer something back, then all right, this is the priority right now. I just base it off of what's going on at the moment.
I dig it. I dig it now. And now, even with that said, right? So you done had the whole situation where because it was 8-year anniversary, you decided to throw a bunch of celery on the
Wasn't
grill.
no celery.
Shouts out to Gravy Boat, man. I think he was out there, chefing you. But okay. So wait, they couldn't get no celery at the vegan queue, the BQ?
First of all, it was a pescatarian vegan barbecue, okay? I am a pescatarian.
Hold on. Time out. And I don't even want to do this. You gonna make me do this on camera. I had to repost this too. I can't not do this. I gotta do this. Sorry, y'all.
Go ahead and do it.
Question. If it's pescatarian, how is it vegan at the same time? Like, help me understand how it's.
No, it's two different things. It was two different trucks. If you wanted the seafood options, you went to one truck. If you wanted the vegan options, you go to the other one.
So, is it pescatarian? Doesn't that include vegetables?
Well, you have seafood. You're a hater, yo. You're a hater.
I swear I'm not hating. Right. I swear I'm not hating. I promise you I'm not hating.
You are a hater.
I said I ain't want to, but to me, see, now I feel bad. Anyway, okay, fine. So you had the pescatarians / vegan.
Yeah, vegan, you have to be very specific on what you do with vegan food, right? Yeah. But the pescatarians, you got a little more flexibility with that.
All so right? You had so shouts out to the pescatarian barbecue with vegan options.
The food was great. I didn't have any complaints on the food.
Now, see, that's what. So who made the food? Who the truck?
We had Chef Melly Mel with the seafood grill, and we had my boy Gravy Boat Jones with the vegan. Now the vegan options was, dang, what did he have? He had so much. He had a hot dog that was made out of a carrot, but it tastes like a hot dog.
The carrot glizzy? Did he have the
carrot glizzy? I was so shocked.
That is shocking. I've listened. I've had recently. I have had a situation. I can say, and Gravy Boat can cook. Gravy Boat is nice with his, so I know that it was delicious. That man know what he's doing. What made you decide to do? Because that was like open to the public. Like that wasn't like something that was. That was something that you invited the community out to kind of be a part of. What made you do it that way for your anniversary?
Why I made it public or why I did the vegan
Both.
vegetarian? Okay, so I'm sick of being invited to the barbecues and y'all talking about, oh, we got salad. Like, I don't want to eat salad all the time. I can eat. I am a foodie. Like, I really love food. So I was like, you know what? Forget that. I ain't going to have no meat options available. And y'all just going to have to rock out with what I got. It's going to be good. It's going to be good for sure. But come on, step into my world. I might convert you over. What was the second question? It was another question.
And what made you open? Why was it open to the community? What made you want that to be a free situation?
I just want people to know more about my travel business, that I have been here for 8 years. If they had any questions, they could come out to me in person. I am a busybody, so, you know, the rare occasions that you're able to, you know, see me, talk to me, I made myself available.
Yeah, I think that's dope. I want to say almost every year, maybe not last year, but I want to say almost every year within the last, 3-4 years, you've had something that was community based. It sounds like that's like an intentional give back moment. Is that what that is?
Yeah, for sure, definitely.
That's what's up. Giving back to the streets that you corrupted. No. Oh man. Okay. Right. So then you got that. Now then there's a What's Your Story podcast. Yes, because I'm checking all bases today. Okay, we talking about a little bit of everything. All
they don't know, now they know.
Yes. Because full disclosure again, if you don't know what you were watching, this is Hats Off with your boy G-Jones, and today my guest, man, listen, she does everything from singing to painting. We didn't even talk about painting, but that's there too. To singing, to painting, performing, traveling. All the things, and now also has a show called What's Your Story on YouTube, is where people can watch it, where she interviews people kind of, well, tell them about that, the What's Your Story show.
So I typically interview people based off of their life. Like, I want to know about you. I don't want it to be nothing about me. I want to learn more about you. And I started that because I realized, like, I hang out with a lot of people, but I don't know their backstory. Like, I don't know how they was brought up. Was they impoverished? You know, did they come up from wealth? Did they have any issues? But every time I interview somebody, I'm like, dang, I didn't know that. Dang, you came up hard. Oh, wow. Like, it's always a struggle, triumph story, or people still going through it. Like, it's like a therapy session for me. I don't know if it's for them, but yeah, it really is. And I love to hear about people's lives because I want to know, like, where did you come from? Can we go there? Let's go down south to where your family was born. Let's go eat out there. What's the culture out there? What type of music? Like, I love that stuff. So that's why I created that podcast.
You like to be just nosy enough.
I interviewed you. You wasn't trying to give me everything, but I got a little juice out of it.
Yo, yeah, because you was out there trying to go viral. Listen, by the way, we talked about Puff before. Like, this was before, like, this was before any of this. I still stand on what I said, but it was a great conversation. You want to go check out Go to YouTube, type in what's your story with the travel Morena. Yeah, my episode was on there. It's a great talk, but yeah, we was outside with that. So okay. Now, what have you had like a favorite moment from the show since you've done it?
Yeah, it was actually a sad moment though. I interviewed. I don't know if I should say it. I mean, people gonna see it. I interviewed one of the founders of Futures First Gaming, and I had asked him a question. It was, "What do you want your legacy to be?" And it was like it was a tough moment because he had paused and he was telling me about a condition that his son got that is, irreparable. So they're, working on him transitioning and him trying to stay strong and like that. I was like, oh my, like I didn't even know what to say. Like I had to pause for a moment, but I don't know. It was like it was a mind opener for me. Like wow, you don't know what people going through. So treat everybody kind.
Facts. Because you never know, and a lot of times people only see the wins, so they don't know all the noise that people are maintaining while they are getting the win so loud, right? So that's why that's important, and that's why you got that platform to get those stories popping. You know what I'm saying? So go listen again. Check out what's your story. It's a phenomenal show. Like I said, I've been on it. I advocate for it. Now, I this went by fast. I actually, like, I just looked at time. I was like, wow, this went by fast. Which I should expect. But so now, I'll ask all my guests this question. So I'm very curious. Again, I like to ask everybody if you had to give advice to your younger self. But the year is 2024.
Okay.
So it's a young wasn't no blue tulip yet, right? The Morena wasn't traveling. Okay. Okay. It was just
Wait. I was always traveling now.
don't do this. Don't do this. See?
I mean, technically,
Right.
I've been
And
on a
that's why
plane
you're
since
vegan
I
is
was 5 years
pescatarian.
old.
And that's why you're vegan is pescatarian.
Go ahead.
So again, if you had to give advice to your younger traveling self, okay, what advice would you give to the young Shayna? Not even Shane yet, just Shayna. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Shane, that's Shane over there. You know, Shayna. Yeah. What advice would you give to her? But the year's still 2024, so all the 2024 things exist.
I would, I would definitely give the advice to save my bread and stay focused. Being a creative, you dibble and dabble in different things. I've been a career college student for years. I'm about to finish out my bachelor's degree after being in school for many, many, many years. So I am excited about that, but I would have definitely, done it quicker. And if I didn't have the funds, I probably wouldn't have started off with a 4-year university. I would start off with a community college first. It's cheaper, and you can convert those, to a 4-year university. So I would definitely do that.
See, I hate doing this because I don't gotta talk to you like I know you.
Go ahead.
And I'm like, really? Because your DSU story is its own world for you. Like that homecoming, that energy for you, that's its own love. Like you have a love for that.
For sure.
So would you have kind of replaced it with, I guess, going there after you got your bachelor, like after you got your associate?
No, Delaware State is what I came out of high school. I went to Delaware State then. But technically, if you went there for 2 or more semesters, you are an alumni. So I'm an alumni, and I'm gonna be an alumni forever. I'll probably go back, maybe my master. I don't know yet. But right now, I'm going to the University of Baltimore. I did live there once, and I'm just going to finish out my degree.
Okay. I dig it. What's your major?
My major is business management with a concentration in entrepreneurship. I do have a social science degree.
Okay, all the things, all the things. All right. Whew. Whew. All right. So now that I got all in your business, not really. There's a lot you left out, but still a good interview. Okay. Listen, and for those who don't know, if you go back and you watch her first, this is her second time being up here with me. You go back and watch that one. I'm not going to say nothing else. I'm just saying go back and watch that one and then watch this one.
You see growth, right?
Hey, take it out. Listen, can I talk to my audience? You sit there telling them. I want them to see what they see after they with that one, and then they going no. It ain't even gonna be the same answers to some of these questions. It's amazing. All right. Listen. With that said, as you know, as you should know, I tell people if you give me a word, I give you a poem. Now, as you think of a word, I have to do what I like to call a quick hat tip. Blip, blip. I said a quick hat tip. Blip, blip, where I tip my hat to some people who did some dope things and some dope things I was a part of. Now, so first and foremost, I'm going to start off. This is a little lengthy one slightly, but I'm going to make it quick. First and foremost, quick hat tip. Blip, blip to my man Ty Mathis, Carla Laura, Ty Fest. We was out there rocking. I was on the mic hosting that thing. Suge Daniels was in the building. The Last Word was in the building. Simply Sound Vibrations was in the building. And it was just serene and good for the soul. Shouts out to Theater Inn for allowing that to happen. That was an amazing vibe. Quick hat tip. Blip, blip. The Urban Shaman Attack live at Finnegan's Delaware Music Network presents. The amount of sounds that they just had perfuming throughout that room. I was in the building. Shouts out to Mine Roland Muff was in the building. Shouts out to Shannon Lally. He was in the building. Joe Bellardo. We was all out there. I got labeled the Black Mormon. Don't ask questions. All I'm saying is shouts out to them. Oh, man. Live at Finnegan's. Again, blip, blip. Oh, shouts out to the MKT place. The Sweet Nightmare. If you have not, go check on my page. I did a video. They had a Tim Burton tribute in the gallery. It was amazing to be a part of, to be there. They had their closing show. Shouts out to Sarah Crawford. Shouts out to my man A Bravo, the Ill Astro from Rum Cake. You know him. You know what I'm saying? He filmed.
That's
he
my
filmed
boy.
the vibes. Yes. So if you go look at the video, Ill Astro filmed the vibes. Sarah Crawford curated the room, and it was so many amazing artists that was a part of it. Shouts out to Brian Mills, he was on the joint. Jonia, Shantae Young, it was just so many, and then I just did a spoken word that kind of took us through the vibe. So check that out. That's on my page. And hat tip to all those involved. Also, hat tip. Blip, blip. I said a hat tip straight to the Taki Oliver and my man Hermie Potter. What? Because they had a whole Halloween party out there in the city. If y'all don't know, that was last Friday. The Halloween party in the city was listen. Okay, they was lit out there. They had a great time. The city was citying. And that's all I can say. Shouts out to the nuns involved. With that said, yeah, don't even. Shouts out to them. Also, a quick hat tip. Blip, blip. Oh, so my man Darnell Miller, he had Live at the Loft. Oh, what? The vibes. They had the Oh, man. Shouts out to my man Tanksley. He was one of the performers. I feel so bad for forgetting the name of the other performer there. But it was like a quaint, intimate setting. Oh, he had the bartender there popping. The beverages was flowing. Life was good. Live at the Loft doing that once a month. So I got to give a shout out to him. He also got his show coming on WJBS coming. So, playing a lot of indie artists. So I got to give a shout out to Darnell Miller, of course, for that. Also, Pat Tip, blip, blip, to the Rebirth Live. What? Yes, that's Shea, Marriott, Eli, the South got something to say. My man Corey, they had this live podcast conversation situation over at Theater Inn with, listen, even Blake was on that stage having a conversation. It was that real. You know what I'm saying? They talk about, listen, but as a man, listen, you got to care about yourself. Because what women going to do, they was going deep, okay? Their single tears was just dropping slowly. I don't know why. But shouts out to the Rebirth Live, and shouts out to them for putting on an amazing show. Also, hat tip, blip, blip, Pink Gumbo. My man Shannon Lally had an all-female lineup up there hosted by, Steffi the Light. What? Listen, Maya Bellardo was up in there with the vocals. Say what? Listen, when I tell you, it was an amazing array of females. It was so many of them. It probably was like it was Gretchen Emery. It was a lot. Okay, it was probably about 5 or 6 different females. He rang the bell for his mom. You know, the breast cancer bell for getting past it. It was like, yeah, you felt it was like. So shouts out to them. You know, shouts out to everybody part of the Pink Gumbo. Also, last but not least, hat tip blip blip to you, Shana Shayne. Hey, for being a guest on this show, having a great conversation. You know, talking about some dope stuff. So, with that said, anybody you want to give a quick hat tip to? Anybody you want to, you know, blip blip?
I want to give a hat tip out to Sagna. Everybody that I work with, Eric, Andrew helped me with the comic books, you know, with the illustration and all that. Soul Synthesis, they about to rock out. My background singers, shout outs to everybody, everybody that's helped me grow in, my career.
Absolutely. And by the way, Soul Synthesis was also the band for Pink Gumbo too, so they was rocking out too. So shouts out to them. All right, now every once in a while you've done this maybe once or twice before, so I always, enjoy when you get to do it. It becomes a moment. So, it's time for you to give me a word.
The word of the day is single.
Say it again. I ain't hear you. You did all that, and it skipped on you. So now you gotta do it again, regular.
See, you gotta get your internet connection.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Sure.
I said single.
Single, and I'm single. Okay. All right. I'm thinking. So some can ask me when I can find the time. Most of the time, I would tell them it's hard for me to have it defined when I'm always on the run trying to catch up to the picture that's inside the frame of mind. See, it's hard for me to clarify when I can divide my time up for someone else, because a lot of times it's hard for me to find extra to give to someone else. I'm out of capacity. And I don't want to give somebody just what's left over of me. So what they tend to ask of me is too much for me to have to pour out. So I tend to have to keep moving, and then they don't understand why I'm always on the way to run out. See, you could tell me that maybe I'm always ready to travel. Maybe I'll take on more than I can handle. Maybe I'm trying to build up something that they can't dismantle. So this is why I want to make sure that when I speak, it's precise and it's never me just trying to ramble, because effort I can give to things I care about, because only in that way is it ample. See, I need you to understand why this isn't a duo. Somebody would tell me, hey, why do you do so much? I say, because if I slow up, then I just honestly don't know. I have to make sure that I leave room to grow. And if they can't grow with, then they can take the back seat and sit, because I need to make sure that I'm going what I'm trying to get. I hope that this shoe is meant to fit, because otherwise they ain't walking with this. See, this is meant to make them know why sometimes you got to move on, because it's easier to do that than to stay on to something that makes you have to stay strong because it should have been gone. See, they need to know why you want to understand their story and understand that truthfully, any story that has been told before me has to be great enough for me to adore it, to stay with it, to make sure that it's committed so I don't quit it. See, this is what you need to be besides you to be uplifted. Sometimes it's hard being just young, black, and gifted. Sometimes loneliness is something that's a part of it, but you're willing to risk it as long as you're on the race to greatness, as long as you can get it. See, what I want you to know is simply to yourself, you have to stay true. And if that's what you have to do in the path, sometimes you got to stay single.
Okay, go ahead.
Something like, you know what I mean?
I like that.
Quick word salad. You should. I listed all your stuff. Anyway.
No,
I did, because you was messing with me half that all the time. With that said, thanks again. Phenomenal show. Anything you want to say to the people before we get up out of here?
Stay true to you. Don't stop what you're doing.
There it is. As I always like to say, love yourself first and everything else will fall into place. This has been Hats Off with your boy G-Jones.
Adios. Thanks for having me.